to walk into the office knowing the type of impression that you want to make, to be strategic about what it is that you want to communicate, and to use that as a filter through which you judge your actions. So it's very easy to walk in and react to everything. But when you walk in and you say, am I really living these keywords that matter to me? And that's the key thing too, is that they're not words that are in some corporate mission statement that's put upon employees by somebody else. They're her key words. So she has to be responsible for living them every day, and I just think that's incredibly powerful. So when you think about, am I getting where I want to be in my career? Well, your achievements can be no greater than your plans are now. I've been in the career space for decades now, and one thing that I get the most is people who say to me, I'm not as successful as I would like to be. And I say, okay, where would you be? No barriers. No barriers. What would you be doing right now? And they don't know. Well, if you don't know where you want to be, how are you going to get there? When you understand your keywords, you're very clear about the value that you bring to your company every day. You're very clear on that, and you can come into your work every day knowing what it is that you're able to articulate it. That's the point where you need to be. When you know, when you can see it, that's when you come into work and you're living it and other people pick up on it, and that's when your image really advances in a company. And you can tell. You can tell. You know that your image is better just based on the way that other people are treating you. You know when you're getting respect. And you know when you're not getting respect. And if you're not getting respect, it's because the other person doesn't understand the value that you're bringing to the table. I write a column for Forbes Women, which has been fabulous because I've been able to interview all of these women that I could never connect with otherwise. And I always ask them the same question. If you could go back and give your 20-year-old self one piece of career advice, what would you tell? What would you tell yourself? And you know what the number one answer is that I get? What do you think? What do you think? Huh? Is that balance thing? Networking. Networking. So many of the women, and these are women who are powerful, they've obviously figured it out somehow, but they would go back, they underestimated the value that building that strong personal network would have on their career. And I think that's where a lot of women go wrong. We think that if we just keep our head down and our pencil up, that someone will notice how good we are. And I want to tell you, right now, that is not the strategy for your success. You always have to know your value, but you have to make sure that other people know the value that you're bringing to the table too. And here's why that matters. Because 99.9% of the time, the decisions that affect whether or not you get promoted will happen when you are not even in the room. It'll be your boss, it'll be your team leader, it'll be all sorts of other people sitting around a table thinking or saying, talking about who's going to be the person that we select for this opportunity, who's going to be the person we put in this role. Anybody ever heard of the slate? The slate is a corporate word for the board that they put up when a position is open and they're like have names on it and they're trying to plug who goes into what position. That all happens when you're not in the room. So that's why you need to build champions for yourself. So you have to have those champions that say, yes, let's give her this opportunity. When your name comes up, what are they going to say? You have more control over that than you think. And I think that it's very true, particularly in corporate environments, that women are over-mentored and under-sponsored. What's the difference between those two words? Yes. So a mentor helps you. A mentor is somebody, it's like your professional development buddy. It's the person you go to if you have a question that you want answered. The sponsor is the one who is the career advocate for you. The one who says, what is it that you want to do? Who can I call? Not just, I'm here to answer your question, but I'm going to stand up for you and I'm going to make sure that you get where you want to go. Over-mentored, under-sponsored